Good morning. My name is Keris, and my husband and I have 3 tenancies with Ram Pub Company. We have the Old Sergeant, the Pig and Whistle, and the Ram Inn. We've had the Pig and the Sarge for 8 and 7 years, and the Ram Inn we have only had for 5 months. Previous to that, it was the Old Brewery Tap, which was the pub on the Young's Old Brewing site. So when they sold that 13 years ago, the pub closed, and it's been closed ever since, and we opened it in October. And after 5 months, it just started going pretty well, and we started getting there, and then obviously we all got coronaed. So we're now into the 3rd week of lockdown, and this is starting to feel like the new normal to me. The first 2 weeks was panic and anxiety all the time, didn't know what we were going to do. Speaking to other tenants and managers, everyone felt like they were lost and no one knew how they were going to survive, how they were going to be able to reopen. We tried to obviously we shut the pubs on the Friday night, which was really emotional. And then Saturday morning, not going to lie, massive hangover because we drowned our sorrows. And then Sunday, which would normally be such a big day for all of us, we thought we'd be a little bit more practical, and we got our stock downstairs. We gave the pub a good clean. We made a plan so that we could give our other managers who were staying in our other pubs exactly what we needed them to do. We did cash checks. The banks were closed, but we did cash checks and got our bankings ready so that as soon as they opened, we could go and pop them in there. Put letters on the notes on the windows to say that the pub was closed and there was no cash on the premises. And then slowly it started feeling a little bit more real, like this was a long-term thing, as it does now. I think the help started coming from the government, and the information started filtering through, and then sort of I felt like I would hear what Boris said, and then I would wait for the BII to release what made sense so that I could understand it. And then with the help of our payroll and things like that, we got to the bottom of the furloughing, so we've understood that, and we're able to furlough most of our staff. And we've got one of the government grants that we were getting for one of the pubs has come through. So that really does give us hope that we can pay all our bills, because I'm really conscious of the fact that if we don't pay them, they're still going to be there. So it's fine to defer your VAT, defer your PAYE, those kinds of things, but they're still going to be there, once we open up again. So that's not really solving our problem. So we're trying to pay all the little bills so that we can keep the staff paid. Then when we get the money back from the furlough, then hopefully we can, pay those bigger bills so that by the time we open, we're not in too much trouble. I think a lot of people will struggle to reopen. So we felt like we really needed to have a plan in place and use the money the best way that we could. And going forward, just putting our heads down and going, okay, this is how it's going to be. Every day going down, cleaning something. We've got 2 different floors in the pub that we're staying in. So we're able to clean something different each day, make sure that we're kind of ready so that if they say all of a sudden, okay, we can open in 2 days, it wouldn't be such a monumental task, where that was kind of daunting right in the beginning. But I think as long as people are listening and staying at home and staying safe, it'll be over so much quicker. We look out onto the high street and it's so frightening seeing so many people still wandering around, and you can see they're not shopping, you can see they're not exercising, and they're just not listening. And I think once people realize that, it'll be over so much quicker. But I am more hopeful now, and the panic and anxiety feelings sort of subsided a little bit. Maybe my brain's just accepted that we're all in the same boat, and not just in the UK, in the whole world, which sounds crazy to say. This is our normal for a while, and I think if we can all help each other and stay safe and stay inside, it'll be over much quicker.